turn down. We're off of North Avenue. I don't even see a street sign for this block yet. And it's right around the corner, but if you look, you still have some remnants of some homeowners in between blocks. And I guess we have a local garden here. Well, and before this closed school, even closed, before it became the Baltimore Rising Stars Academy, it used to be known as Paquin, the school where teen moms would attend. Now it's just another development. I heard a couple of years ago it did serve as a homeless shelter for some of its years. We're getting all kinds of blight. Got it?
Yeah.
You got
You can keep going.
Okay. Because what I want people to see is that, yes, there is blight, but once you look even closer, you find out that there are homeowners still around. Keep on keeping on. All right. I didn't want to take North Avenue.
Because North Avenue is horrible.
The streets and everything. It's like, goodness, how are we going to ride around? We're going to get bumped up. Okay, when we get up here to North and Broadway, I want y'all to see if Ray Lewis's street sign is still up.
Probably.
I don't know. I didn't see it the last time. Maybe it just overlooked me or whatever, or I overlooked it. But we're going to see. All right? There's going to be some changes around here. Coming up on North of Washington, and we'll cross North and Wolf. And then we should be up. There's a church. I did mention that in Baltimore, there's a church on almost every corner, or every other corner we shall see. Oh my goodness, get a spot of the street lamp, because I do not see Ray Lewis's sign. Oh, gone. Can you believe it? Did you see that? Oh, there you go, right there.
My goodness.
On the other side. Okay. Where it was set up as apartments, and it became a criminal haven. More blight. But not so now. Just like at the corner of North and Washington, that school building, they call it the Columbus School now, is an apartment building. Much better. No sort of signs of any type of outrageous activities. It's actually, it seems to be a safe haven to live in. So what are they going to do with that building back there? So we could ride North Avenue from east to west and see quite a few. The one thing that the University of Baltimore did before the Freddie Gray riot was they documented the 1960s Martin Luther King riots. They actually have a tour that you can drive through. They'll give you a map, I think the website, or somehow or another, they'll give you a map with directions where you can ride and still see that the neighborhoods have not changed since the Martin Luther King riots. Several places in South Baltimore have not been rebuilt up. And I think that's one of the reasons why it was so important after the Freddie Gray riots to reestablish those different market centers in the city that got damaged, to bring them back. You know, the reality is, you know, we spend our money. We enjoy spending our money. And some people are good at saving and, you know, different finances and things like that. But the reality of it is that if you have a good product, you most likely it will be bought by us. You know, so they kept those economic centers open. We have homeowners living on a major thoroughfare of the city. Beside being shore on both sides of the street. We have new housing there. But here we go again, cinder blocks in the windows, 3-story houses. And there's the Baltimore City Schools headquarters.
The good old prison.
That you're afraid of. You're in college education now. They're doing what they're going to do. I think it's time for us to kind of step up and do what we got to do. I think the resources are out there. It's just all about informing the public. These things can happen. If we can get our own homes aligned and straightened. See, Zion, look at this. What's going on with this building? We got red wooden windows for the first 2 levels. All the way up to the 4th level is wooden levels, but there are new windows. Well, the windows look new. One thing that I did want to mention is that I use the term de-gentrification, and it may not, because I don't want to be racist.
You can't be racist.
Well, the term degentrification is racist. It's, you guys are already aware of, it's the moving out of a lower income class so that a higher income class can move in. Okay, so who do we assume the lower income class is? What
People
kind
of color.
People of color. And degentrification, I feel like, okay, if you have the money, live where you want to live. Why can't we all live in a halfway decent looking place? There have been talks, you know, through Section 8 where, oh, you do have to live a year in the county before you can live in the city. And with things like, with red tape like that, you know, you wonder why have that happen? My family, my routine, my work is here in the city. You know, I may not have a personal ride, and buses run how often in the county? Or, you know, or let's call it subway, the metro. Who knows? We at least have sidewalks in the city. Certain places in the county, you don't even have a sidewalk to walk down. So, okay, I'm gonna take a break.
Alrighty. Oh my God.
So we have an arts district getting close to Micah's campus, which is on Mount Royal, which is just over the hill. I think we will take Mount Royal and come back around because we need to go off MLK to get to the Orchard Street Church and the Slate. All right, we're at North and Mount Royal. The exit to 83. A thoroughfare, a major thoroughfare from downtown Baltimore to help everybody who lives in Owings Mills or further to get home on time and to get to work on time in the morning. We're going to ride through Mount Royal. It's a different area, but we're not too far away. I guess we may have driven maybe 5 miles, if that much. And we did say, we talked about Micah being around here, so we'll see a little bit of the campus around. But we'll just take Mount Royal on around to Martin Luther King, and we'll drive through the Slave Market, McMeekin Street. These are a lot of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful houses. And I've known some people. One thing I do have to mention is that one thing that qualifies a property for being historical is its age. If it is 50 years or older, that can deem it historical. If it also has a particular structure, its architecture is unique, or its infrastructure is unique, and it dates the property, that's another reason to deem a property historic. So there we go. There's Micah, and we'll probably pass UV down here. And there's another church. I'm sorry, we passed a few. Oh, and there's another church side by side. We'll head over to the auction block, which is still in existence.
It's kind of bad that we still have these things.
Well, it doesn't look like it did back in the day, but there's a building exactly there. I don't know what it houses anymore. I think it's a city building, and I actually think it's for city works. So we shall see.
Mommy, there's still a spit shine shoe polish thing at Penn Station.
Some people are purists or, old school. And I can imagine, and women can get their shoes shined as well.
But it's still horrible because there's only 2 black old men who work there.
Hey, that's their hustle. They might enjoy what they do. Because now it's not, that's not a usual thing. And one thing that I do want to note is that if it's anything our current president knows, President Trump, if he's in office now, do we have until January 19th, or was it December 19th? January 19th. Well, I'll give him that. If it's one thing that he does know, is he's supposed to know about real estate. So I'm going to try to take every opportunity to see how we can empower people in our neighborhoods to stand their ground and get everything they supposedly deserve, especially owning a piece of the rock. Gotta stand your grounds. I don't know how much you guys are. Well, your Aunt Sherry has talked about it a lot and have said that, Johns Hopkins University is supposed to be buying a lot of people out so that they can have that land and this, that, and this, and that, and this, and that. And I'm not quite sure how true that is. Because if Johns Hopkins finds out that, okay, we're becoming empowered to historify our own land and make it ours, who knows? I mean, if people feel a certain way, maybe the price will go up higher. When you're surrounded by blight, they don't want to pay you what you're worth. They just assume you're part of it. Or that you want to escape it. Nobody's escaped it since. Nobody's escaped it now.